Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATFGaming and welcome to Motorsport Manager. So, this is a game that I've played a lot on my own time, and I also currently have a series of this going on the Team Chaos channel as well. But we are going to be doing things slightly differently than that series. I'm going to be doing both series at the same time, so there's going to be a lot of Motorsport Manager for me. But I really do love this game, and it's doing pretty well on the Team Chaos channel. I thought I would give it a shot over here. So, on the Team Chaos channel, I decided to just hop right into F1. I took Haas F1 racing, and we're trying to build that up to an F1 champion. For this series, we're going to take a little bit of a longer approach. We're going to start off with an F3 team, build it into a championship F3, championship F2, and then eventually make it to F1, we're using the Fire Fantasy 19 mod, same mod that we're using over there, which does have championship promotions and demotions, and it also has some very unique teams. These are not the typical F3 teams. These are all the teams that are listed in F3 in this mod. And for those of you who watch NASCAR, which is a lot of my fan base, you'll notice one team in particular that looks a little bit familiar. Team Penske. And that is the team that we are going to be selecting. Now, Team Penske, we're using the IndyCar Team Penske, but it is one of the best teams in F3 right now. So realistically, we should be able to win F3 right now in this first season. But once we get to F2, then we're going to be having a little bit of a difficult time. So, we are going to be taking Team Penske and bringing Team Penske back into F1, hopefully, eventually, maybe. But let's see. Team Penske, United States. Penske has a great history in U.S. open wheel racing and entered F1 races in the 1970s. Will Power and Joseph Newgarden, two well-established champions from U.S. racing, are eager to fight for wins and championships with the Chevrolet-backed team. So we do have Will Power and Joseph Newgarden here. As you can see, we have the best car. We have the best driver. Pretty darn good on the headquarters. But our staff and our sponsors are lacking a little bit. So we do have some work to do. But let's hop right into it. Fire Fantasy 19 by Chris Falco, Andy, and Antonio. Those are the mod makers. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. Like I said, we should be competing for wins right away in F3. But once or if we get promoted to F2, things will be a little bit harder. So we gotta kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? We gotta progress still, because it's not gonna be easy once we hit F2. But let's take a look at the drivers that we have in this fantasy mod here. Let's start off with the top of F3. We got Aero Grand Prix, which has Barnicoat, Jewis, and Hannah. Don't know any of those people. Braun GP, old F1 team. We got Sandberg, Yuri Vips, and Leotet. Don't know who that is, but these two names are both Formula E drivers, I believe. Greeley Volvo. No idea who any of those people are. Hispania Racing. Garcia, who is in the W Series. This guy, who I can't pronounce his last name, Karthikeyan or something. He was in F1 at one point in his life, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he was. But, so that's Hispania Racing. We got Marsh Engineering, which ironically is run by Bernie Ecclestone. Which has Ed Jones, IndyCar driver, Jamie Chadwick, who is the champion of the W Series, and that person I don't recognize. Got Maserati. No idea who those people are. We got Rebellion Racing, Bruno Senna. What is that? Courtney Claire-Decker. We got, let's see, Sauber Motorsports, which obviously is no longer an F1, but that has Mick Schumacher. Let me just put a scouting report right on that one. We got Simtech Grand Prix. No idea who those people are. Team Penske, obviously, we got Joseph Newgarden, Will Power, and for some reason, our reserve driver is Haley Deegan. I swear to God, I did not know that. But for those of you who know me, I do quite enjoy Haley Deegan. We got Tolman Racing, no idea who those people are. Zach Speed Racing, we got Louis Alcatraz, who is an up-and-coming F2 driver right now. So those are our drivers here in F3 right now. Let's kind of go through the mail here. We got Joseph Newgarden. I think I bumped into around GMA at one point, right? I guess you must have made an impression on the chairman. I get on really well with Will Power, so I hope that you're going to keep us all feeling like one big happy family. Our car is looking strong at the moment, and there's a chance I could win things this year, so don't let me down. Will Power, you're not really a racer, are you? You're more of a political kind of person, right? Oh, well, whatever. That's just the backstory I chose. I'll show you why in a minute. But Joseph Newgarden, I got an okay, but I'm going to be working my socks off to prove to you that I'm a much better driver. Pretty sure I can win a few races this season if you give me the support within the team, that is. Laters. Will Power, I don't think likes me very much. We got John McGill, who's our design person. Let's see. Joseph is one of the very best drivers in Formula 3, but he doesn't have a huge amount of potential. Predicted end of the season finish second. They predict Will Power to win the championship, interestingly enough. And then Haley Deegan is an average driver. Targets for 2019. This is going to be interesting, because like I said, we should be winning this championship. But there's only 8 races in the schedule, I believe. So if we have one bad race, you never know. So just to be safe, I'm going to go with third, just in case. Then we got the introduction to the pit crew. Yeah, so let's kind of analyze what we got going for us. Like I said, we got 2 really good drivers. 4-star drivers are really good for this series. Like I said, best drivers. We got the best car already. Headquarters are pretty darn good, but staff and sponsors are big issues right now. Now, we do have some sponsors that we can possibly improve on. Let's take a look at the pit crew here. So there is no separate fixing people in this series, so the top 2 people on the car, on the tires, will also be our fixing guys. So let's switch that around. But do we have anybody who would even remotely be close to those people? Yes, we do, actually. This person especially looks good, but let me hire you. You are immediately going to be going there. And then you'll be like our top backup guy. I'll leave that where it is. I'm happy with that. Staff is one of the things that we need to improve on. This race mechanic especially could probably be improved on, but we'll wait for the end of the season to do that. What are our contracts looking like? We got Newgarden on the last year of his contract. Power we have for another year after this. So, but yeah, let me kind of analyze some things, get some things started, and I'll see you guys at the first race. Alright, so we got everything set here. I got all this stuff improving, and we are designing a new gearbox, which will be done pretty soon. Got all of our scouting set, so let's advance here. Now, this is a very short season, so hopefully we can knock this F3 season out right away. You can see the gearbox is done already. We only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 races, so very simple season here. So take that off, improve those, and we will design a new part here. We're still third in gearbox, but we'll move on to something else. We'll do a suspension. Let's see, 25 to max. That'll be done pretty soon as well. So we can just fast forward. Oh, we got some news. Team Penske has unveiled a new team principal, and he's a total newcomer to the world of motorsports management. Aaron Fitz is taking control of the team starting right now. Roger Penske told a packed press room. Aaron has been working at the Global Motorsports Association for years now, giving him a great knowledge of all the ins and outs of the sport. I'm sure he'll do a wonderful job. Fan reaction is mixed, and then the gearbox. So, move ahead here. Oh, we got an interview request. Accept the interview, of course. Team Penske are obviously one of the better teams in the championship, and expectations are sky high. Do you think you are up to the task? Let's see. Of course, I'm here to win. Yep. That improves. Wow, the morale of these guys is very low. Lucky to have inherited 2 great drivers. In my season preview, let's see. Pick your team to win the championship. Let's see. Feeling confident? Yep. You're known within the world of motorsport, but only as GMA administrator. Will your political history raise any eyebrows with the team? If anything, it'll help. And Roger's happy with that. Well, I'm just now noticing this. Our morale is very low. Morale is very low. Willpower is apparently selfish, but I have a good feeling that it's low because they probably deserve to be in higher cars. So we really need to win the championship this year so we can keep these two drivers, because these are two very, very talented drivers. Let's move ahead here to the suspension getting finished. There it is. We will throw that on the old improvement meter here. And let's see, we will take one of the brakes off and do that. What's next on the needs here? Oh, we're down to 4th in gearbox. Let's do another gearbox then. We don't want to drop too far behind there. We got risk levels here though. This is really crappy. Yeah, that's really crappy. Okay, let's not do a gearbox. Let's do an engine then. We're just gonna have to fall behind on. These are really crappy too. I mean, we'll take fuel efficiency, but those aren't that much better, honestly. Oh, we do have a sponsor. Is it worth doing? We'll wait. We'll wait and see if any more sponsors come in. But the engine's gonna be ready here shortly. But here's the first race, so we gotta get this engine ready really quickly here. A lot of scouting reports that I'm not worried about. Alright, engine. We're still second in engine to Braun. Okay, but we gotta throw this engine on here ASAP. Take all this stuff off. And really get all these up there. Okay, we got more sponsors now, so let's see what we got. Looks like 3-star sponsors is about what we're going to get. What do we got in slot 6? We got upfront payments or goals. We'll take this upfront payment, I guess. Yeah, from Airbnb. And for this one, we're gonna have no issue getting 19th or better, so we'll take this one. So along with our real-life sponsors of Verizon, PPG, Shell, and Hitachi, we got Airbnb and TDK. So that's great, but I believe we are ready to head off to our first race here at Black Sea. So, moving on here, we got to select that. We do not have a choice of tires. And actually, this is probably a good time to talk about the rules, because this series is a little bit different. We got short practice sessions, faster race length. I'm not at all worried about that. Point for top 10, that's normal. Bonus point for fastest lap. Got pre-distributed tire compounds and only 2 types, so not 3, only 2, and only 9 tires that we get. A real safety car only, so no virtual safety cars. Random grids. This is the one that's going to be very interesting. Random grid, so there is no qualifying. So that is going to be very interesting. But let's fit parts here. We will give Willpower this, Joseph Newgarden that. We will give Joseph Newgarden the better gearbox though. And we will give Willpower the better suspension. They're all happy with that. So let's move on to the Black Sea race. Alright, so here are our 3 drivers. Haley Deegan will definitely be staying in the garage. Now, I don't have any saved setups here, so we're going to really have to take some shots in the dark with these setups. And just hope that, here's our tire compounds. We got 4 softs and 4 mediums. But like I said, no qualifying, so I don't need to worry about having extra qualifying tires. Let's see, we'll bring speed down just a little bit. But yeah, we're really going to have to take some shots in the dark for practice. But let's go and get some install laps going here. Also a bit of a shorter practice, I think. And we only need race trim, obviously. So we'll send you out there, you out there. And we'll bring you guys in right away. I'm not even going to get a full lap in. I just want to check the setup. Not good. Okay. Not good at all. Good start. Good start, everybody. Alright, so we obviously need to go for pretty high downforce and a little bit more acceleration. But the handling was pretty close, so... Alright. We'll let you go out for a full lap this time, Newgarden. We'll set a lap time. And then for power... Pretty much the same issues. He's even worse on handling, so... Go up there, we will soften the handling up a bit and shorten the gearbox a bit. Alright, we'll let you guys do some laps and I'll bring you guys back in. Never mind, it's starting to rain. Let's get level 1 on this. Oh, it's gonna be hard. Let's try to get level 1 on these tires and then we'll... never mind. Bring in. We'll try to get some intermediate knowledge, just in case if we need it in the race. Okay. Oh, look at that! Look at that shot in the dark. Okay, go out on intermediates, get some knowledge. That was a shot in the dark. We still have a little work to do on willpower, though. But it's still much better. Did we go too far or not far enough? I'm going to say not far enough. And we'll go just a little bit higher on this. But we got to bring everything else back. But yeah, let's do some intermediate knowledge running. But I think we're pretty set. So I'll see you guys in the race since there's no qualifying. Alright, here we are in the race. And let's see where we're going to start. We have no idea where we're starting. Completely randomized. We are starting 5th and 23rd. Okay. That definitely throws a wrench into things. Do we have rain? No, we do not, so intermediate knowledge is not needed. What do I do about this? Let's see, 38 lap race. These go 13, these go 15 at best. We could do 2 medium stints and a super soft stint with Will. I think that's probably a good call. Since he is starting from the back. You are starting from the front, so I would like to go on super soft to start. But I think... yeah, we can't do 3 sets only. We'll do 1, 1, and 1, I think will be the best bet. So we will do soft knowledge for Joseph. And medium knowledge for Will. Shorter practice session, so we only got level 1 on each, especially with that rain throwing in there. But we'll do the usual this. And let's see what happens. We got drivers at both ends of the grid. Let's see what we got. Any of our closest rivals. Again, I really have no idea who's going to be good, who's not. So we'll find out together, I guess. But here we go. 5 lights are out. And there goes Newgarden with a great start. Power has improved 1 position. But Newgarden is flying out to the lead. So realistically, I'm just going to probably go to medium fuel right away on you. But we'll let the tires heat up a bit. Willpower, how are you doing back here? You're getting there. You're getting there. We'll go down to high. I want to save with Newgarden fuel for when, you know, the people who I actually care about are getting towards the lead. But Will is just kind of stuck in a rut here. But Joseph is out to a great lead, so we'll just kind of calm things down with you, make sure we can pull our strategy off. But let's see, Will, let's fast forward a little bit, see if you can just kind of plow your way through the pack. We gotta stop doing that, so it might be a little bit slower progress. But we're already up to 8, so I mean, not bad at all. Newgarden is off to a 7-second lead, so we'll stay here with power. 6th, we're just flying along here. Like I said, this first season should be fairly straightforward. But once we get to anything else, then it'll be a little difficult. Now, ironically, these soft tires for Newgarden aren't wearing as fast as I thought they would. But to be fair, Will had to be pretty aggressive on the start to get from 23rd to now 3rd place. Can he get to 2nd before pit stops is the question. That would be absolutely insane. From 2nd to last all the way up to 3rd before the first set of pit stops is already ridiculous. Joseph, I need you to go longer, mate. I need you to go at least 11 laps on this set of tires. And realistically, Will, I need you to go like 14 laps if we're going to make this strategy work. Alright. We will push in now for a set of mediums so we can kind of get a feel of where we need to be for the last stop. But, I mean, Will, I need you to go another lap, at least. Yeah, go another lap. We will calm this down, but pit for... What did we agree on? 2nd set of mediums, I'm pretty sure is what we agreed on. So, we'll bring you in. You will slot back out in 4th, okay? Fine with me. Calm things down a bit. And yeah, we'll get things sorted out, and I'll bring you guys back in if anything interesting happens. Never mind. Wing Chun Chang crashed, but that has absolutely no bearing on what I'm doing. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so we are at 19% tire wear for Joseph, so we are going to push in here. That is not as long as a stint as I was hoping for. We'll put you on another set of mediums, but with the knowledge that you might have to come in again, realistically. But, yeah, I was hoping you would go a little bit longer on that stint, not gonna lie. But you need to be very conservative on these tires. Will, you are going to come in this time for another set of mediums. We're just going to have to go 3 mediums for you. Not what I wanted to do, but that's what we got to do. And also, Bird was catching up, but he for sure will have to make another pit stop. So, realistically, if we don't have to make another pit stop, we're going to be in line for a top 2 here. But we'll see what happens. We'll be super conservative on these tires and hope that we can make it to the end. Oh, we got a safety car. Back it down, back it down. Joseph just passed pit road, but Will, we're going to bring you in for a set of soft, super soft to the end. Dang it, I wish that had come out like literally a fraction sooner. Here's Joseph, who's the pit lane marker. So, Will's definitely going to get an advantage here. We're going to have to think about this. Yep, Will's in for his pit stop. He should realistically still come out in 2nd. Can I make a pit stop and still be good with Joseph? Because his tire wear is very concerning. Pit. Part condition, not worried about it. This may be a really bad call. It probably will be a really bad call. But we'll see how far we drop. 3rd. Okay, I can live with that. 2nd even. We're fine. We're perfectly fine. But Will might be able to eke out this win. Just by being lucky with the safety car. Very possible. Stop. Attack. High. Attack. High. Go. But now I'm not gonna give team orders. I'm not gonna give team orders here. I'm gonna let this happen. We're gonna see who's better. Joseph does have more fuel, though. Actually, they both have more fuel, so we're just going to go overtake on both. We're just going to let this happen and see what happens. That was a bit redundant, but it looked like Willpower is going to have this race win. But regardless of who wins this race, it is still a 1-2 for Team Penske, which I am absolutely ecstatic with. I really do feel for Joseph, but literally that safety car timing was what cost him there. I really do feel bad for him, but still a 1-2 for Team Penske. Will Power wins over Joseph Newgarden. That'll be great points. I don't know what the fastest lap of the race status was, but we will see. But I definitely think pitting with both of them was the right call. I don't know if Joseph would have been able to hold on to even second with those medium tires. So I think that was the right call. But let's see here. Yes, we did also get the fastest lap bonus with Will Power. So Power's definitely going out to a bit of an advantage here at the start. There we are on the podium. And we've got a really nice gap here over Braun so far. So that's really good. Really happy with that. Alright, so Chairman Happiness obviously went up. We got Marketability Edition. Got some money. Not as much as I was expecting though, but we got some money. Looks like Sebastian Vettel won the F1 race. Andre Lauder won the F2 race. And obviously we won the F3 race. So we are in good shape there. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but in future episodes we might be able to do 2 races per episode depending on the length. But for this first episode, since we did so much of the, talking and explaining stuff at the beginning, we're going to end this here. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATFGaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. And if you want to see me do another Motorsports Manager career, but starting in F1, go check out the Team Chaos channel. Hopefully link is in the description. We're on episode 4, I think, right now. We've done 3. 4th will be coming out this week. So be sure to check that out. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time for more Motorsport Manager. Bye.